Hello once again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to YouTube. I am your host, Whale Cow, and together with my associate, the Rataholic,
Greetings and salutations.
we are continuing our Predator campaign with the 24-day run-up to Race 9 in Milan.
Indeed. First things first then, pit crew.
Alright, Mr. Holiday is at 45 of 100 after he made yet another mistake on the fueling.
Yeah.
A 4.2% mistake chance from that guy.
Off with his head.
Let's just switch him with Pearson. That way we don't have any lawsuits.
I suppose.
I also think we should at least replace Woodall and Vernon.
Let's swap Vernon with Kane. That makes sense to you?
Yeah.
And then Woodall with Rithel.
Alright. We could replace Lacal with Franken.
Yeah, I think we should do that. Seems to be worth it to me.
Alright, and... Okay, you want to leave it there?
Yeah, I think that's as good as we can get it.
Alright. Just look at the stamina bars overall just slowly creeping down. These guys are like, please, is the season over yet? End our misery.
Sounds about right.
Alright.
Alright.
Repairs
to the
on the car are finished.
Oh wait, no, we were supposed to start making a part before we kept going.
I forgot we didn't already have it going. Now what was it?
No, yeah.
A gearbox?
Yeah, we're going to start a gearbox, yeah.
Okay.
Now that we have money.
We were making it risky. Uber risky.
Yeah.
Alright, and remind me, are we doing the to max upgrades or are we doing a mix?
Grab the average max, and then grab the great designer component acceleration.
And that's only on
that's
soft,
just on super
supers, and
softs.
ultras.
Yeah, my bad. Well, we're grabbing the max from the build time one, I think, and then we can grab the. When will this part finish?
The part will be finished 4 days before the next race at this rate.
Okay. In that case, I think we want to... If we want time to actually get the benefit from that plus to max, I think that we have to drop the good one and get the average one instead. So that we have enough days to actually upgrade it.
Alright.
Especially if we're going to get brakes too.
Alright, well, that brings us up to 73 out of 105 performance.
That doesn't sound bad, because we can get 2.2% per day if we have 11 days before the race. That'll get us most of the way there, and then we'll finish it after the race and have time to build the new set of brakes and then upgrade them before the last race. We won't have time for suspension, but our suspension isn't bad and is maxed upgraded anyway.
Okay.
So I think this is what we should go with.
Okay, and in improved parts, we're still upgrading that engine.
Yep. And then once it's done, which will be
2
in
days.
22 days apparently.
No, 2 days.
It says 22 on my screen, or is it 2.2?
It's 22. It's done 22 days before the race, and the race is in 24 days. So
yeah, I did not. The before the race was not clicking as before the race. Not it takes 22 days to complete for some reason. So yeah, 2 days. Excellent. That means we have a little time to work on our current parts performance before the gearbox is done. Yep. But let's continue then and let the engine finish being upgraded.
Okay, engine's done. I think we were improving the gearboxes.
That would make sense, but we're about to make a new one. But I suppose, what do we need for the next race? I forgot to actually check that.
Right. Top speed and deceleration for the next one.
Alright.
We should improve brakes, maybe.
We should improve brakes, yeah. Our brakes are kind of terrible, and will be terrible no matter how much we improve them, but they will be somewhat better. And that's worth it.
Alright, and we should bring all of the staff over to performance?
Yeah, just leave them all on performance.
Alright.
Because our reliability hasn't been an issue for the last couple races. We're doing fine there.
Okay. Looking over at our mail, European Racing Series bosses will be debating next week whether to ban refueling from the sport. It looks like... I'm not exactly sure what effect that would have. I think it's like we just get enough fuel in the car to finish the entire race and then that's it.
I'm not sure off the top of my head how that works.
Well, either way, it says it would be bad for the smaller teams, so that's us.
I thought that no, it makes the races more expensive, so the smaller teams want to keep refueling out.
Yeah.
As in, it would be good for us if we banned refueling.
I don't know. It seems kind of sketchy to me.
I'm looking it up. The joys of having two computers.
Meanwhile, our performance work is complete.
I see. Yeah, you are just given a set amount of fuel at the beginning, and you just have to use it very, very efficiently with very limited possibility of using overtake or super overtake.
So I'm thinking that's a no, we don't want it.
We don't want it because it will be boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's... Like, it would probably be good for us because the races would cost less. But at the same time, like, we can just kind of go with, like, Santa Ana can just burn and burn and burn and not worry about her performance. All she has to worry about is fuel.
Yeah.
So if we weren't allowed to refuel, that'd be a bit of an issue. Yeah, I think we should just leave it try to keep it as is to prevent boredom from kicking in.
Alright.
Though, no, we'd still have to pit for tires and such, so there is still that. And rain choices. I don't know. Maybe we just abstain. Let the AI decide what it wants us to do. Save the vote.
I kind of want to throw at least one vote down for keeping refueling. Because I feel like
theoretically it's bad for us.
I feel like Santa Ana being able to burn 80% of the time is good for our strategy.
Yeah, I guess.
All
I'd
right.
love it if they had actually voted that you could have 80% of a fuel tank instead of 40% instead. That would be perfect for us.
Right.
We could just burn and burn and burn, and we'd only have to pit for tires, and it would be fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Whatever. Let's keep going. Let's not stall things out with our...
What would you call that? A political commentary?
Not really, because
They're counting
no
it as
politics.
politics.
It was all... In theory, it's politics. Really, what it is...
Alright, Pamplona
Someone's ending
Racing
his
Dude
career.
is retiring. Okay, let's look
Oh,
at this.
no.
Let's look at this vote. If this were passed, cars can't refuel during the race. That makes things 20,000 cheaper per race when compared with a championship which allows fueling.
Yeah. I'm gonna stick with my... I think we should vote abstain, because it seems like there's more people against than for. And even if it winds up a tie, we're pretty sure that Ernie is in favor of not changing things.
Yeah.
So I feel like we can get another vote out of this safely.
Alright. You sure?
I think so. And hey, we'll change up our strategy a bit, I guess, if
Alright. Okay, here's hoping the Radaholic hasn't been drinking during the primary debates. Alright. We're getting a whole lot of 4s in a row. Uh-oh. Couple against. Alright, it's looking good. Yeah. Okay, 6-3. We won.
Told ya.
But that could just as easily have gone the other way. If we loaded up an old save and did it again, we'd probably lose.
I don't think so. Someone was willing to spend a conservative vote on that.
Mm.
And Ernie would probably vote to keep things the same. I don't feel like that would have gone against us.
Well, you can just go on being smug about it then. Alright, we got a dilemma coming up. Hey, one of my contacts just told me that there's an open slot at Tondela for a bit of practice. If I could get some quality time there, it would really improve our chances. What do you think? Alright, so if we did this, it would make her an expert in Tondela, but it would cost us 1 million clams.
$1 million, you say?
Yeah. It's a lot of mollusks.
Yeah, I don't really feel like spending that much money for a small boost on one particular track.
Well, it's not necessarily a small boost, but that is a lot of money for us.
Yeah, that's a lot of money for us, and like we're not even going to get to that this season, are we?
No. Alright. I need you here, Santa Ana. You are the heart and soul of our team. Go nowhere.
Yeah. And like if we paid for this, we wouldn't be able to afford to get better brakes next season. We'd be stuck with our absolutely terrible ones.
Yeah, that's a good call. Alright, design and gearbox is finished.
Wunderbar.
We've also scouted Claudia Dreyfus. She's with Octane Racing. She's a 2.75 star, able to be a 3.25 star. Makes 344,000 a race. She's fearless, is learning fast for the next 19 weeks, and is a drifting racer for the next 18 weeks. She's a nice driver, but she's too expensive, and also her contract doesn't run out for another year.
Yeah, not worth it, unfortunately.
D D D D D D D D. All right. Okay, gearbox is finished.
Indeed.
So you want to put that in our performance improvement slot?
Of course. And just that, because otherwise we won't be able to finish it, improving it in time.
Yeah. Alright, it'll be improved by 22 before race day.
Yep.
Okay, and then do you want to design a new part?
I think we should start on the brakes.
Alright.
Just so they're finished and we have more time to
Okay.
actually finish them. Yeah, excellent.
So let's figure this. We got deceleration plus 30 if we increase the risk level. Deceleration plus 20 to max, I think.
Yeah. And then the question becomes, do we take the more max or just the small acceleration boost there? I think we should take the more... How long until the last race?
38 days.
I need to do 38 days. Alright. 38 days. When it finishes, the gearbox will still be upgrading. 38 days. And it'll be able to get that. I think if we put on... Oh, the risky part also drops our days by 3, so it'll be done even faster than I thought it would.
Yeah, it'll be done 8 days before this race.
Take the plus max. It's worth it, I think.
All right.
I think I don't know if we'll quite get it all the way, but we'll get it further than the plus 10 will get us.
Okay.
We'll get into that extra.
Look at that
space.
magnificent red zone, and that really low reliability. All right, let's do it.
Indeed.
Alright, moving on. Oh look, our brakes are already finished. It took 2 days to build that part.
Yep.
Alright, should we do anything with it now, or
Drop it in the improvement, to be improved alongside the gearbox.
Alright. Click. Alright. And then we're still improving the reliability on Evan's parts by 0.1 each per day.
Yep. Sounds about right.
Looking at the mail here, got a scouting report on Peter Young. He's a 1.5 star driver. He will never improve. His contract with Archer is up 2 months. He is, however, smart, which improves his adaptability and feedback. He's in form for the next 2 weeks, so it doesn't matter. And he's got renewed passion for the next 11 weeks. Basically, he's William Evans in 2 years.
The feedback score is nice.
He's got some
I'd
really
be
nice...
willing to hire him into our reserve for that feedback.
Yeah, but remember, if we're able to get Kinney, she's a pay driver, and her focus is also up there.
Yeah, the pay driver is worth it. So, if we didn't have Kinney as an option, I'd go for him probably, but...
I don't know. I always prefer to have someone with potential, although I'm not sure how much that figures into anything if it's a reserve driver you only use for practice.
Uh-huh.
Alright, Darren Luff is happy that we're in 10th place as usual. And then Charlotte Williams is like, hey, we got those brakes done in 2 days. What do you want to do with them? The answer is pass.
Yep. Alright. Onwards.
Report on upcoming race, Milan. It's only a 13-lap race, but it takes almost 2 minutes to get around the track. Sunday shows a 40% chance of rain. We should be okay with the tire wear.
Yeah.
Tom Woodbridge is demanding that we upgrade our factory.
We'll do that after the last race when we get money from winning.
Yep.
Or rather, when we get money from participating.
Alright, we've got World Motorsport running a race in Sydney.
Huzzah!
Yep. How come we don't run a race in Sydney?
Because that's where the important people race.
Well, I get that, but at the same time, it's weird that we're an Australia-based team running an ERS. Don't you think that's weird? Like,
they're the only league that would take us.
And they don't even do an Australian race in it. Alright, let's look at our sponsors then. We actually have 3 fixed payment sponsors available.
Wonderful.
Yep. Alright, we've got Rogers and Ailes with an upfront payment of $500,000. You guys suck. I like Maxwell's beer because it's $150K a race for 6 races. However, Chic Airways gives us an upfront payment of $450,000 and an $85,000 per race.
Yeah. Chic Airways isn't worth quite as much money in the long run, but it also only runs for 4 races, so we can then switch back on to something else again. And if we switch right back into Chic Airways again, then we get the upfront payment again. If we look at running them against each other for 3 Chic and 2 Maxwell, because that's what it effectively is, the Chic wins out because of the upfront payment boost, getting that 3 times. I think I'm doing my math there right, yeah. So yeah, Chic Airways is what I'd go for.
Alright.
Because it is.
We have positive $50,000. You want to order a pizza?
I want to order 1,000 pizzas. We have the money.
They would still be $50 pizzas, so that's pretty good. Alright, so we've got Jandermol and Wan Kai. Think we go Wan Kai again? We're gonna get it this time, we promise.
Indeed. We're totally gonna get it.
Yep. Alright.
Yeah, shorter deal and upfront payment.
And
done.
With that money, we have enough to buy a suspension.
That's a good point. Let's look at that. We need to finish upgrading our current brakes and gearbox, and that's going to be like just a smidge not done. Like 1 or 2 points before the last race.
Let's see what crazy voodoo we can do with our suspension here.
We should only get the just outright bonuses.
Alright.
No maximum bonuses.
If we just do the outright bonuses, we get a 91 out of 98 part.
Alright.
If we were to do something with the max though, it would be the average one, and it would be 81 out of 113.
Yeah. Or no, we could take the good one and have it be 81 out of an even bigger number. The one that adds build time.
Yeah, but it would take 5 days extra, and I don't know if that's worth the risk.
That doesn't matter. Well, I was going to say that doesn't matter at this point because we don't have time to upgrade it and our other parts.
Yeah.
Which is why there's not much point in getting the maximum bonuses at all.
I want to see what the current level of our current suspensions are.
I think they're 77.
Yeah, no, actually it's 72.
Okay, 72. Alright, so 91 out of 98 is what we could get it with going with just positives. So we can up it by 19 points.
Alright,
for the cost of...
You want to do that?
It'll put us right back in the red again, unfortunately, but I think that's worth it.
Mm-hmm. Yep, 81 out of 108,
no,
I think.
Yes, it's because you grabbed the maximum bonus one that doesn't cost money instead of the other average one.
Sorry. 91 out of 98, then.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. Let's build that part.
Yep.
We now owe the government a lot of cheese pizzas. Alright.
Don't worry. When we fail to win this race, we will get enough money to pay them back.
Yep. Alright.
When we get our participation award.
Yep. Notice how we're actually making some headway on our grid over in the top right.
Yeah.
Our slider bar, even though it says we still have the worst top speed on the grid, we're getting up there.
It says we still have the worst because that's what's in our car. If we were to actually put the better engine in our car, we wouldn't be quite as bad.
I wanna see what it'll do if we put the illegal engine in there. All right. Okay, let's take a look.
At least I'm really praying that it's because it's not actually in the car. Because if not, then even our highly illegal part is still not the worst one on the grid.
Yeah, that isn't the case. We're still worst on the grid when we put the illegal engine in.
Joy. Oh, you know what that part of it probably is? It's probably an average between cars.
Maybe.
So it doesn't actually improve it as much.
All right.
But either way,
let's switch it back so we don't look terrible.
Yeah.
Terribler.
Here's a question. Would it make us up more than 2 places if we actually put that illegal part into our car?
I'd say no, because the reliability is at 30%.
Not even if we give it to, even if we give it to Santa Ana and her perks, it's not going to be enough. If it had semi-reasonable reliability, I think it might be worth trying to use the engine anyway.
We'll put it in there and call it Santa Ana's personal wear challenge.
No, let's not do that.
Alright, you want to move on then?
Indeed. To the race. Don't think there's anything else we have to do beforehand.
Nah, there's some pre-race preview bites. Santa Ana says that we're having a shocking season. I think the higher-ups need to have a long, hard look at what we're doing here at Predator Racing Group, because as a team, we're having a tough time right now.
It's called making money so that next season we can actually do better.
It's called making money so we can hire a better driver.
Don't worry, we're replacing Evans, not you.
But don't tempt us.
Oh dear.
Alright, and Amanda Cavalcanti will be scouted in 10 hours. But for now, it's time to go to the race.
Indeed.
Alright. You wanna bring Wang Kai as our sponsor?
No.
Alright, RusJet it is.
Yeah.
Alright, okay, we're ready to go.
Indeed. Onwards.
Thumbnail screenshot. Race 9, we are almost there. We are almost to the point where we can make serious changes.
Yep.
Hopefully the prize money plus the money we've saved for the new car will be enough to make some noise.
One can hope.
Yep. Alright, but for now, that'll be it for this session.
Indeed.
So,
On to slider bars.
yep. Until next time, this has been Whale Cow.
And me. Signing off.
See ya.